Why would someone like me start a speaking club? It's a great question that I've repeatedly asked because I was always the quiet one that just didn't speak. And I remember many, many times being stood at the front of the class, red in the face, stumbling over whispered words, heart pounding, and that was the best it got. Sometimes I would just completely freeze. And the only way I knew how to cope with that was by avoiding it. And I had a list of excuses as long as my arm to get out of things, and most of the time it worked. But when it didn't, I would be physically ill. And I remember once I got out of a college presentation to the entire class, and I did it to just one teacher, and my reaction was just the same as if I'd done it to the whole school. Didn't matter. So I feel that we're pushed into the limelight when we're young, and we're just expected to perform, and no one tells us how, and no one says it's okay to make mistakes, and in fact we're told the opposite. And the same is true when we're older, and the only times that we tend to speak are in high pressure situations when something that's important to us really depends on it. So when we're competing for a job, or when we're networking, trying to grow our business and make sales, or when we have a course to do and what we do influences the grade that we get. So we put a lot of pressure on ourselves to succeed and to not put a foot wrong. And it's like we're jumping into the deep end without learning to swim. But wouldn't you want to swim in shallow end first? So I think what we need is a safe space, somewhere where we can practice, somewhere where we're amongst people who really understand and can encourage and reassure us, and somewhere where it's okay to make those mistakes, and it really doesn't matter, there's no consequence for making them. So think of this club as your training pool. This is your shallow end where you can take a risk, but you can always touch the floor. If you make a mistake, nothing's going to happen from that. And you're with people who know exactly what it feels like to be anxious and panicky giving a speech. And we will all accept every blush and every stutter and every freeze that happens here. And I really hope that you will now join me in ending that avoidance and embracing the awkwardness and just having a go and stretching your comfort zone at your own pace. Thank you for listening.